Hi everyone, Rebecca Gabrielle. Thank you for joining me again on this Living with Spice YouTube channel. Lovely to see you. I hope that you've all had a beautiful Christmas, that you've enjoyed spending some time with family and friends, and now you're having some time to relax and perhaps, rest. I thought I would do a midweek card reading. I just felt that it was a really good opportunity to do that. It's been quite an intense week, and everybody's sort of in that very reflective stage. It's been a very emotional week, and I just sort of felt that it was a good opportunity to reconnect with you all and to see how you are travelling. Before I get started into the reading, and today is, oh my gosh, what is today? 28th of Jan. 28th of December, my gosh, I'm all over the shop. So we're getting very, very close to the end of the year. And anyway, yes, here we are. So this is just going to be our midweek reading for the next few days leading up to the end of the year. I just wanted to share something I had received from a friend of mine, this beautiful cup, gold lettering. Life is wonderful. Don't know if you can see that. Such a cute little Chrissy present I got, and inside is this beautiful gold ladybird. Anyway, just a little bit of fun. Wanted to share that with you. Thank you to my gorgeous friend Kerry who gave that to me, Kerry and Andrew. Just going to pop that down there. Okay, let's get into it and see where we are up to for this week. Okay, let's start with, I'm going to start with the Archangel Power Tarot deck. I have pre-shuffled all of my cards today, not just for you. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. This is my most slippery deck. It's just crazy. Let's just try that again. It always runs away with me, this one. It's so shiny and slippery. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Give them a bit of a shuffle. Thank you. Spirit, we ask you just to give us some guidance around the next few days for the rest of the year. What can we expect coming up to the end of the year, please? Oh, we're going to have some flying cards, I can tell. Flying card, take that one out, and we'll have one more. Let's just go with this one. Okay, we have the Star. That's Wishes Fulfilled, Two of Gabriel. And we have Page of Ariel. Alright, so with the Star, we have Archangel Jophiel. A dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So it would seem, my friends, that something has transpired this week. Somewhere in your communications, you may remember there was, a very high possibility of reconciliation with someone special in your life and, healing around that reconnection. Perhaps this is indicating that conversations have gone well, or it may be that something else that you've been really hoping for quite some time has just come to fruition or about to come to fruition. So a Spirit is asking us to believe it. Believe that it's happening. Sometimes when really fantastic things happen in our life, it's, especially if we've had a lot of bad luck or, things not sort of really working well for us, sometimes it can be hard to believe that something good happens. And so Spirit is saying, what you have been desiring, the wish that you have been hoping for has come true. And now is the time to believe it, to believe in yourself, because the manifestation of this still depends upon you accepting it, going with the flow, and helping to bring that to fruition in your life. So everything has been put in place for this to become a reality and a possibility for you. Such a beautiful, positive card for you. So I'm very happy for you. It would seem that, energies are heightened right now and communication is flowing. Communication is flowing, and so this is a very good opportunity to speak your truth, put things on the table, and to be very clear about what it is that you want, clear about your intentions. Because people are in a space of hearing, receiving, hearing the truth of the message, for things to run deep, so that the aha moment happens. And for you, the aha moment is happening as well, the realization of things. And so the card is indicating an end to some difficult situations for you, or a difficult situation. So it may be that this realization or this breakthrough that you've had this week is that dream come true, is simply that, the aha moment where the penny has dropped for you. It could be that something physical has manifested for you and an opportunity has finally come through. And that would be the case for some of you. But I'm sort of sensing that for the majority of you, it's more to do with you having a personal breakthrough of a realization, and the realization of something that's been holding you back, that sort of mental block that you've had, the emotional block that you've had, that limiting belief, and somehow something has released, just released, and there's this sense of, thank goodness, isn't that wonderful? And so all of that built up tension that was happening in the week up to now has sort of dissipated, and there's a kind of a real sense of relief, neutrality, table being wiped clean. And this is so appropriate for new beginnings. So this is the start of something wonderful, because you have had that breakthrough, that personal breakthrough yourself. So now you're being guided to use this opportunity of clarity to really believe in yourself, to continue with this momentum of valuing who you are and being focused on your life purpose and what is true to you. And, stay with the heart of the matter for yourself. And if it means that you still need to be keeping to yourself, maybe keeping the quiet, keeping the peace within, to hold this moment of awakening so that it really sinks in deep for you. And I kind of feel that, particularly between now and the first week of Jan, that you do your best to stay in this peaceful place, to really let that sink in, that awareness, the realization, and the release that you've just experienced. There's a sense of newness and a washing away of what was holding you back and creating that tension, preventing communication with others, blocking you from seeing what was in front of you. This has been released now. This is moving away, and you're feeling relieved, cleansed of all of that mess that has been clogging your brain and blocking your heart. And wow, it's like you've had an epiphany, and this has been your dream come true. Fabulous. Then we have the Two of Gabriel. Two of Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is known as the angel of communication, relationships. So the card, the Two of Gabriel, is speaking to us about making bold, ambitious choices. And in this moment, great progress is possible right now, particularly after you've had this awareness for yourself. Important relationships with people who share your vision, or you feel that are on the same page as you, that are resonating with you. Now, this could be friends or family, or it could be a special person in your life. It could be also a business partnership. A breakthrough in communication has happened here, and that you're feeling like you're on the same page. And so now is the time to look at your choices and be bold enough to stand up to say what it is that you want, and to put everything on the table. Get it all out. Don't hold anything back. You've had the breakthrough that you needed to be clear about your situation, clear about yourself and your journey forward. So now's a good time, while you're in this space of clarity, to express what it is that you want to recognize what is available to you, what the possibilities are, so that you can start making concrete steps to go forward to achieve what it is that you want this year. And it would seem to me that you've got all of the support of God and the angels here watching over you and encouraging you in this moment to step forward, to focus on collaboration, being flexible in your communication. It's still, whilst the guidance is to make bold and ambitious choices here, it's to do it not with antagonism or force, but rather with a spirit of flexibility and collaboration, working towards a positive compromise, not a negative compromise where you slip back into old habits of devaluing yourself or not expressing your truth. It's more a point of, how can we do this together? How can we make this work? How can we make this work? Whatever that partnership or agreement is that you're trying to achieve, that you want to achieve. So in the case of relationships this week and communication, it's moving from a space, moving away from what has been cloudy, confusing and ambiguous, to clarity, to that aha moment, to, oh, now I understand. Oh, now I see what you mean. So take the time, and yes, take the time, don't rush it, to say what you need to say, and try different ways of saying it so that you know that the message is being articulated well and received well. So there's an art in receiving communication, so be mindful of how the person you're speaking with is going to be receiving that information or communication. So, spirit of collaboration, working things out together, putting things out on the table to really discuss what it is that you both are wanting out of the situation, so that you can come to a place of understanding in terms of what each other's wanting. Don't delay. Now is the time to do this. This is the perfect timing for this conversation and for getting clarity. And it may be, in some instances, when you get the clarity, you come to an agreement that works well for both of you, as in a win-win. Or it may be that it serves your purpose to go your own way. But the most important thing here is to express it and put it out there, so that there is understanding for both parties, and so that you know that going forward, you can go forward in a way that's going to be aligned with your purpose. Because now's the time as we're beginning the new year. And it's not just because it's the new year, it's also because we're in a cycle of new beginnings. Now's the time to be clear about your direction and the path to take. Then we have the Page of Ariel. Page is usually the messenger. In this particular card, it speaks about the opportunity that's coming to you, that there is an opportunity. Perhaps it's around growth, education. It speaks to education here, but it can also be about business opportunity, time to grow the business. It could also be about deepening the friendship through getting more information and understanding more. And when it comes to career opportunities, it may be that now is the time to start looking at, are there gaps where you could use this time at the moment to improve your knowledge and skills, so that you create the best opportunity for yourself going forward. So what is it that you need to do to prepare yourself for the new year, to prepare yourself for the promotion, the new job opportunity, the advancement? What do you need to know about the other special person in your life? What things are left undone that would serve you well to get stuck into and know more about? You need to do some research on a project. Is there a legal matter that you need to better understand and clarify at the moment? That may be applicable for some people there. In terms of strategic direction for your work, what do you need to know? What information do you need to gather to understand the business opportunities and how this may impact your choices going forward? So it's about you taking the step to do some preparation research, but it could also be that, as for some of you, you're going to be given a chance to step up and learn more. And if that is in a new job or a new promotion, it will be sort of like the offer given to you will require you to learn a bit more. You know, that the inevitable learning curve as you enter into something new and you go, oh, this is a great opportunity, but I'm going to have to skill up a little bit for this. So for some of you, this is happening in the first week of January. So it's a definite plus to take this opportunity when it comes. This is very positive because moving forward over the next month, there is a message of abundance for many of you, and that can be in a whole range of areas, but you will understand in the context that it means for you. So very positive news. Let's take a look what we can from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Two of these cards have come up a couple of times recently. So we have the first one is a change in the wind. Well, I guess that's to be expected. As we all know that for the past several readings, it's all been about new beginnings, letting go of past difficulties and having new beginnings. So definitely there is a change in the wind. And it certainly may have to do with external circumstances. You know, a surprise in the turnaround with the relationship, surprise with change in job offers, but it's also about a change that has occurred within you. There has been a transformation that's taken place and you're seeing yourself differently. You're feeling differently, you're seeing the world and your options differently. And it's like, you know, similar to this card here, the aha moment that has just gone, wow, I never realized. I never saw it from that perspective. And so it's changed. It's almost like your whole world has changed because of these aha moments that you've had. And there's movement with this card, and there's breeze that's coming through, and it's clearing the decks, clearing your mind of that fogginess that you had, and that's really like, wow, I never saw it that way before. And I've got a new appreciation of myself, and maybe I can do this. Maybe I can see myself differently, and you know what I didn't see before, or the skills and talents or the gifts that I had, I'm now recognizing. So in many ways, it's an about face for you. You know, this gorgeous zebra is pointing the opposite direction, and it isn't about face. It's like, wow, things have turned around. I wasn't expecting that. So what the direction or the mindset that you had going this way is now turned around. but it's good because it's given you a whole new fresh perspective on things, and it's sort of cleared the debris that you were holding inside energetically, physically, and mentally. It's like this big gust of wind has gone through and cleared out everything. So as we enter this phase of change, again, Spirit is saying there's still a need over the next few weeks to remain flexible in your perspective. And even though you're now seeing things through different eyes and perhaps feeling a little bit more self-empowered or see yourself differently, now is not the time to dig your heels in and assert your own opinion. And yes, it's important to have a voice, but it's still about flexibility and compromise and collaboration, not for the sake of giving up what is important to you, but more for the sake of when we come together to work at something, we're going to have a better outcome when we put our heads together to work something through. So, it definitely is about having those conversations, working through something to problem solve, resolve conflicts, resolve misunderstandings, clarifying for both parties. And the way to go forward with that is to remain flexible. Do your best to see things from multiple angles, and you'll get a better result, and you'll be able to maintain balance within yourself, balance with the important relationships in your life, to bring this lovely magic and dream come true. Very positive. And then in the process, while we're waiting for all of that to happen, and we're working through that, because this doesn't happen overnight, there's this it takes time to do this. It may take several conversations, and awakenings come to us not necessarily all at once, but over a period of time. It's sort of like things are unveiling themselves, and you go, wow. And then, a little while later you go, oh yes, and something else has come to you. So while we're doing that, preparing, moving forward, it's so important for us to clean up our own personal energy and our mental thoughts that have been a little bit crappy and held us back and created that sort of cloudy, dusty fogginess within. Now's the time to clear all of that out. Do what needs to be done in your life for yourself and in your physical life. Do what needs to be done to clear the cobwebs, clear the mess, tie up loose ends, have those conversations, be clear about where you're going, clean your inner house, clean up whatever mess you've left behind or brought with you from this challenging year. Clean your house, clean your thoughts, tie up loose ends, do what's needed to prepare the way forward. Great advice. Thank you, Spirit. I have the Archangel Raphael healing deck here. I'm very aware that during this time, with a lot of emotions, a lot of processing of things, it's exhausting, sometimes confusing. And I don't know about a lot of you, but during this time between Christmas and New Year, and in Australia we have very warm weather, there's a feeling of wanting to go within, to sleep, to process things, to work things out. Not necessarily to force anything or take huge action, but perhaps some healing is required. So let's see what comes up. Okay, lovely. So we have massage. So massage is physical healing, and as a massage therapist myself, I know that when we receive a massage, and massage is very much about receiving, it's the intention when we decide we're going to have a massage is to nurture ourselves. So Spirit is saying to us, now is the time to really focus on what do you need to do to take care of your physical needs, to release pent-up energy. When we get stressed and we've got aching muscles, sometimes we get headaches, shoulders that are aching, whatever it is. the process of having the physical massage helps to release the physical tension. It moves the toxins through our body, and it also releases pent-up emotional tension. So in doing that, we are clearing the deck. You know, it's a bit like the winds of change coming through, washing out, blowing out all of that blocked up energy. Well, the massage does something similar. So if you're in a situation where you can go and receive a massage, or maybe you can do something else that's similar to help release the physical, release the emotional tension. So it might be going for a swim, having a spa, maybe asking someone to give you a nice foot rub or shoulder rub, or of course the massage. Something where you are nurturing your physical body, which in turn nurtures your emotional and mental body. Great healing comes from that when we take time to take care of ourselves. Then we have the card here on children. Thank you for helping me to help children. The presence of children in our life is very therapeutic. And of course, there's often presence of children around Christmas time. The joy of children, their sense of abandonment and their ease of being able to experience happiness and joy they seem to do that way more easily than adults. And so I'm sort of feeling if you've got the opportunity to be around children, just enjoy their freedom of being able to enjoy the moment. And if you're not if you're not sort of comfortable normally being around children, try to see the world through childlike eyes. Try to see what the world looks like in a carefree way from a child's perspective. You know, laughter, carefree abandonment, experiencing happy moments, just as children do, because it helps to wash away a lot of that mental tension that we hold within, and just to learn to be in the moment. And I think that's really very much a part of our healing process as we are experiencing quite significant change in our life at the moment. So a lot of healing here. And sunlight. You know, whether you happen to be in a summer season at the moment or in a winter season, any kind of sunlight, even if it's just 10 minutes, is so beneficial to our health and well-being. You know, of course, the physical aspects of vitamin D is great, but it does something to our psyche in that it uplifts us, it uplifts our spirit, and it's a very healthy thing to do. It's important to take care of our emotional well-being and our psyche to feel the benefits of sunlight and sunshine. So if you've been indoors a little bit too much, go and get yourself a little bit of sunshine where possible. Or be in a place where there is a lot of light. You can do this through candles, you know, natural light. Anything where you have an abundance of natural light is very uplifting. So an opportunity to feel uplifted does amazing things to our spirit and our sense of renewal and our ability to see the possibilities in life rather than the obstacles. Because I'm very much aware that we don't yet have all of the information about how things are going to unfold for us in the early part of this year. And so some of us can feel a little bit frustrated around that. But in doing the preparation and taking care of ourselves, we're putting ourselves in the best possible way to experience clarity and to prepare ourselves for this mental, emotional and physical transition in our life. So sunlight is very important. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off today's reading with some cards from the Archangel Michael deck. Archangel Michael bringing us protection whenever we call upon his assistance. So we have your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So at this moment, it says you're experiencing change and you're processing thoughts. You know, the emotions that have come up this week and that sort of sense of life review that you've been going through, and really only, this is a very personal journey when we go through self-reflection, which was our reading for this week, the main theme. Spirit is guiding you to trust your intuition, because you are getting sound guidance, and you don't need to wonder about that. You can trust the knowing that's coming to you, the aha moments that you're experiencing. So there's a prayer on here, and take it as you will, as a prayer or an intention that says, please help me clearly hear, see, feel and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. So when we've had these aha moments, this inner awareness, you know, sometimes we can doubt what's coming through, and Spirit is saying to us, please don't doubt, believe in yourself, because you can trust in this. You know, God is speaking to you in this moment and saying, believe it. You can trust that inner guidance, you can trust your intuition. The one thing that tends to get in the way of our intuition is always our ego. Our ego is represented by our fears and our doubts. So if you're starting to sense that you're going into that space of yes, but, yes, but what about this? And yes, what about that? Then you know that's your ego speaking. That's not God. That's not your angel speaking to you. So you're going to need to be a little bit vigilant and, you know, just trust that what you're sensing and feeling is on the mark. So stay with that. Go with the inner feelings, regardless of what may be the opinions of other people, and just let it sit with you at the moment, because it's going to be guidance for you going forward. It's going to help you make decisions going forward. Archangel Michael is also guiding us to focus upon our divine and perfect health. So perhaps some of you, in the process of renewing, starting afresh, you're recognizing that your health is not in the best place. And when we take care of our health and well-being, we're giving us the best possible opportunity to start afresh, have good energy, and to make life easier and more possible. You know, when we're feeling good about ourselves physically, we feel empowered. We feel ready to go. We feel that we're in our best form to make good decisions and to take on the world, so to speak. So Archangel Michael would say, whatever it takes for you, whether you need to go and speak with a counsellor because you've been worrying about things, or whether you need to recheck your physical health, go see a doctor, maybe a naturopath, massage therapist, whatever it is that's going on for you. Take care of your nutrition. Do what it takes to support your well-being. And then finally, Archangel Michael is asking us to detach from any negative situations. So as a way of transitioning from the difficulties that you've been going through this year, now is the time to have those conversations, clarify what steps you're going to take going forward. They're going to suit you and this business arrangement, friendship, partnership, whatever it is. Those conversations are necessary to get rid of past mess, fogginess, things that have been holding you back. So yes, Archangel Michael is saying now's the time to detach. So if you have felt energetically bound by some negativity in your life, situational or through people in your life, now's the time to let go of that. You really need to be truth-telling with yourself right now And if it means in some of those conversations or in this process of it re-evaluating that you recognize that some things need to go, then you can call upon Archangel Michael or your higher self to cut the cords of those things that have been holding you back. In any areas of your life where you have been experiencing a lot of attachment to fear and drama, anxiety, please know that you can let that go. You've actually completed a lot of soul lessons and awarenesses and awakenings, and you're in a new space now. And you don't have to go back to repeat those things. Your dreams and your wishes of what you've been focusing on have come true. So you can leave all of those things that have been holding you captive. You can leave those things behind now. It's really important that you make that decision for yourself. That's gone. It's finished. Time to move on. You are experiencing a new version of you now. The about face that you've just experienced is this new version of you. So let go of those things of the past and step into your newness. Step into the things that are coming into your life. Support yourself through good health. Clean up the messes and tie up the loose ends in preparation, because great things are coming. You're recognizing that offers are coming your way, and you want to be in the best space possible to step up to the new level. Growth in your business, growth in your job, growth in your relationships. What are the next things that you need to be ready for, to learn and take on board? Good things are coming your way. So there is this sense of cleaning up, preparation, aha moments, having an about face and really getting ready for this new year. Trust the guidance that's coming to you. You don't need to listen to everything else around you and everyone else around you, but trust what feels right for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this midweek card reading. I just felt that it was really going to be useful to a lot of you, and it turns out that I think that message is very, very helpful as we're transitioning, letting go of the old year and moving into the new year. We are moving into our new version of ourselves. So be true to you, be clear with your communication, believe in yourself, be flexible, keep an open mind, and take care of yourself, people. So have a lovely end to the year. I wish you all well. Enjoy your New Year celebrations, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.